What's up, guys? Welcome back to my video again. Here with you is Great Pick. Now, as I said, I'm going to be posting screenshot of the trades and of the P&L. P&L means profit and loss. Now, for Monday, I'm going to drop the trade here and the P&L here. Now, on Monday we entered a good trade, 1:2, and that was gave it hits TP, and the trade was entered after the Asian break. That means the break of Asian high, majorly after the retest, because there was a kind of little gap between the end of Asian high and the start of London. Now, the trade went to take profit, straight to take profit, and later gave a ratio of 1:4, but I took 1:2, which I have no problem with. Then on Tuesday, I entered the Nasdaq trade. Now, this particular trade was not following the internal market structure was not following the external market structure, and that's what I mean by that is that the external, that means the overall trend is uptrend, but internally is going down. So I assume it was going to be going down to sweep the Asian low, then go up, but unfortunately it did not do that. So the trade hit stop loss, and the exact same thing happened for gold too. The exact same thing, and gold is stop loss. So I was not thinking that it would be better to follow, it would be better to enter trades that follow the same market structure externally and the same market structure internally. So the next day I said maybe it just happened to be a loss. Then I tried on gold again after sweeping Asian low, then it stop loss again. That's 3 stop loss in a week and 1 TP. On Thursday was a Nasdaq trade. Now, the Nasdaq trade on Thursday went straight to TP, and it was the market was following external and internal structure. Both structures were the same. Now that got me thinking that so it is trades of higher probability are trades that have both external and internal structure following each other. And the reason I'm saying that is because on Thursday gold was not going to follow. Gold internal structure was down while the external structure was up. So I did not want to buy it because of the experience of Wednesday and Tuesday. But surprisingly, he bought, and assuming I took that trade, it would have eaten take profit, but there's no regret because there's a reason for journaling. Journaling just shows us that these are chances that you have, these are days you have higher chances of winning. So why on Friday, Nasdaq, I bought Nasdaq at the sweep of Asian high, and Nasdaq was like, let me say like about 0.5 from TP. That means it already passed half of the trading target. But I don't know what happened. All of a sudden it just dipped down, and it was not painful because if I calculate taking trades just based on internal structure and external structure, I would have had 3 trades for the week, 2 positive trades and 1 negative trade, 1:2. But this time around, my idea is not telling on me that since we are following the external market structure, 2 ratio is not like is an ideal ratio, but at the same time it will be wiser to go for 1:3. Now just imagine going for 1:3, 2 trades, because each of those trades that went well went to 1:4 at least minimum. So targeting 1:3 for 2 trades, that's 6R and 1 loss, that's 5R, 1 loss. I don't know if you get me. So for the week, the total trades were, let me count, 1 2 3 4 5, that's 6 trades. That means out of the 6 trades there are only 2 wins and 4 losses, and that was a break even. I'll drop a screenshot. The break even was about $8. Yeah, $8. Now all these things just showed me that by the time I'm buying the actual profit, I should know how to balance things out and where to put the money. Now, the other question, the other thing I would like to answer is, for example, I used to say people that is that if you are not profitable, don't buy profit, which I agree with. But bro, if you are in a third world country and you're not profitable, buy profit. You get why? Because no matter the amount of money you have, if you cannot afford a profit account, you cannot afford to put enough money to trade a live account. It's not even possible. Just imagine $17. Let me say for example you have $17 now. Now $17, how many trades? You might be lucky on your first trade. You might be lucky, luck, yeah, plain luck. But on your second trade, you definitely will not be. You definitely might not be lucky, and the times you might not be lucky might be more than the times you are lucky. So imagine gathering money just to fund an account and the first two loss, you've blown the account. Funding again, first two loss, you've blown the account. That's not actually wise. Why don't you use that money, that first one, get a profit, risk manage that profit until you are profitable, even if you don't hit the target to pass the challenge. At least you have a large capital and you know that whatever you are trading is not fruitless. So that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. So this week I'm going to be doubling down on the things that work. That means focusing on sweep of Asian eye majorly, and internal and external market structure following each other, fair value gap, all those things they are just confluences to entry. Now the last trade on Friday that did not work out, I don't know if this is the reason why it did not work out, but I just want to say it. Now the last trade, for the last trade in particular, London eye, London, during the London session it didn't sweep Asian eye. It took time. Then by the time London session was over, we entered the New York AM. Now that New York AM, I just said let me, because it's something that I've not tried before, but I believe it was still going to go up based on the external and internal market structure going the same direction. So what I did was that I waited for the London eye to be swept. London eye was swept and it started going to my direction. And when it was almost at the B, just reversed. So I don't know if I'm going to still consider trading if I don't get an opportunity on London section. I don't know if I'm going to consider taking the New York session, but I'll still be documenting it based on if the next three sessions I take for New York is a loss. If I don't see a London session to take, that means I'll definitely scrap out New York section finally. Yeah. So hopefully maybe not next week or next week ending, we'll be purchasing an account. Yeah, good. It was a very nice perfume account, about $17. The money is not much. Yeah, $17. That's about 20. Let me say 27,000 naira. Yeah. So thank you for watching and have a nice day. And here is my final P&L for the whole week.